All right, this is Math 8 Tuesday homework help. Okay, so here what you're doing is graphing both of these equations to figure out where they cross each other. Wherever they cross each other is going to be the answer. So let's look at the first one. To graph an equation, you label your M and your B. Your M here, the number that's in front of this X, is a -1. So that'd be -1 over 1. The top number is your rise, the bottom number is your run. Please write your number, if it's not already a fraction, write it as a fraction by putting a 1 under it. Your B is this number right here that doesn't have a variable attached to it. It's a +1. So after you label your M and your B, you're going to find 1 on the y-axis. This is the y-axis right here. +1 is right here on the y-axis. So this is where I start. Now I'm going to use my rise over run to put points on the line. It's saying rise -1. That's down 1. Positive run 1 time. So it's down 1 to the right 1. Down 1, right 1. This is where you put your point. Down 1, right 1. Down 1, right 1. Down 1, right 1. Do it until you run out of space. Okay? To put points in the opposite direction, we're going to work backwards. Instead of going down, go up. Instead of going to the right, go to the left. So it's up, left. Up 1, left 1, up 1, left 1, up 1, left 1. And so now you have this line here, okay? So that's the first equation. The second one says x is equal to 3. So you're going to find 3 on the x-axis, which is right here. And you're going to draw a line through the x-axis. Okay? So now where the two lines cross is this point right here. This is the solution. This ordered pair is 1, 2, 3, +3, and down 1, 2. +3 and -2. This is the solution. This is the point in which those two lines cross each other. They cross each other right here. Okay? Let's look at the second problem. The second problem, the first thing you do is distributive property. Okay? We wrote the steps on Monday. So you're going to distribute by multiplying -8, it's a minus sign in front of the 8, times both numbers in the parentheses. Bring down the minus or negative n to, 5n. -8 times 1 is -8. -8 times a +7n is a -56n. Bring everything else down. Now you're going to combine like terms. Nothing to combine over here, but you can combine these two together. So this is going to give you 61. So you got -61 when you combine it, -8 on this side, -8 over here. Now you need to get rid of the get n by itself. So you got to move the -8 by adding 8 to both sides. When you add 8 to both sides, this is 0. This gives you a -61n. Okay? Pause for the cause. All right. So now we're going to divide both sides by a -61. Okay? So let's divide both sides by a -61. When you divide both sides by a -61, here you're just going to be left with n, and over here this is going to be 0. 0 over any number is going to be 0. So n here is equal to 0. Okay? Let's do the next one. Distributive property is first again. I always do distributive property first, okay? When we distribute this 8, we distribute it to both numbers, so that's 8 times 4k, which is 32k. 8 times negative or -4 is -32. Bring down the equal. Bring everything else down on this side. You can't combine anything over here, okay? So don't. You can't combine these two over here, so don't. Move the variables to the same side. So we're going to move this -5k by adding 5k to both sides. 32 plus 5k gives us 37k. Bring down the -32. Bring down the equal sign. And this is gone. This gives us 0, and we're left with -32, okay? Now, In order to get k by itself, we got to move this negative 32 by doing the opposite of that, which is to add 32. I need to make sure I did that right. Did I added that on both sides? Yeah, okay. So far, that's good. You have to double check yourself sometimes, y'all, because simple mistakes can happen. So this is gone, and we're left with 37. So sorry, it's small. It's small, ain't it? This is going to give me 0. So now I'm going to divide by 37 on both sides, and that gives me 0. 0 over 37 is 0. It's a lot of 0 answers, isn't it? All right, so now we're going to describe the scatter plots. Look at this. This looks like these points are going up really fast, isn't it? So this is a positive correlation. And it has a curve to it. So it is a nonlinear relationship. It's not too straight. It's nonlinear. These points are everywhere. Oh my goodness. So this is going to be a no correlation. Okay. All right, good people. This is the end of it. And of course, this is non-linear because the points are everywhere. Sorry. So sorry. The points are everywhere. It doesn't even have a linear format to it. It's not even sort of straight. It's everywhere. So if it's not sort of straight, it's non-linear. Okay? All right, good folks. That's the end of that one.